guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is PINKCHOKATE, and this is another mukbang video. Woo woo! Anyway, today I'm doing a review on Pvalley season 1 episode 6 Legacy, and today I'll be eating Dungeness crab, corn, potatoes, and eggs, garlic butter, and I also have some wine with some strawberries. So I also want to thank all the people who subscribed to my channel, who commented down on my videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love, much love. Thank you. So let's get into the episode. But first, I'm going to eat, I don't know what I want to eat first. I think a potato or a piece of corn. Piece of corn. Ooh, I feel like this is gonna get messy. It's gonna get messy. Ooh. All right, so anyway, the show comes on. Mercedes and Autumn are riding together in a car, getting along, and they are actually riding around doing wire transfers. See, Autumn couldn't do it by herself, so she had to get Mercedes to help her. Bam, bam, bam. So they're riding around doing wire transfers at the check cashing place. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hungry. She's watching her daughter play tennis. Her daughter, Terica. But Terica is with Shell, so Mercedes has to be careful. So then, Mercedes is standing over there by the gate. And Terica happens to notice she's standing there. So she went over there to talk to her mom, and then Mercedes says, "Oh, baby girl, you looking good out there." Then Terica's like, "No, I suck. Why you lying?" She was like, "Why you lie? You know I suck." Then Terica goes in and say, "You can't even have me for a weekend. I can't even be your daughter for a weekend." That's sad. I can't even be your daughter for a weekend. He's saying like, "Girl, who you talking to? I'm still your mama." Terica's like, "Yeah, I saw you on the news fighting with your mom on the news." She's like, "Yeah, I saw you fighting on the news." Mercedes is like, "I promise to make it up to you. Everything has been backtracked. You don't understand. And I promise to make it up to you." Then Terica's like, "You need to stop lying. You say that all the time. You never make it up to me. You always standing me up." And Terica's like, "You promised me you would talk to Shell about me coming to live with you permanently." Then Mercedes is like, "So when you're coming back to be on the dance team?" Ooh, excuse me, y'all. And Terica's like, "I don't want to be on the team. I just wanted to be on the team so I can be close to you." So Shell comes over to talk to Mercedes. She's like, "Why you popping up here unannounced?" Mercedes like, "I called like 3 times. Nobody answered, so that's why I'm popping up." And Shell's like, "You can't do that. You even skipped out on her weekend. End up going to jail with your mama fighting on TV. You think I'm about to let you get that girl? You crazy." And Shell's like, "Do you know what that girl goes through when you don't show up to come pick her up? She's crying and bawling on the floor. I have to pick her up every time." Mercedes is like, "You know what? It's funny that it's your daughter when I'm the one that pushed her out. I know her daddy, Cortez, will be rolling in his grave right now. Notice it's her husband out there. That's crazy. That is crazy. Ooh, this crab good. Her daddy, I'm the reason why Cortez is in the ground right now. What he gonna do? I'm here, not you. I'm the one that's alive. You can't do nothing. He dead. He is ashes because of me. And you know what? You're gonna have to prove. Shell was like, you know what? You're gonna have to prove to me and the judge that you can take care of Tucker on your own with a regular job and steady income. Because I got custody. Basically what she's saying, she runs stuff. Ooh. Alright. Get some more of this crab. Intense picking. Woo, spilling in. So messy. Ooh, it's so messy. Then Mercedes gets back in the car with Autumn. And Autumn's like, what, you a tennis coach now? She was like, girl, bye, mind your own business. So then Mercedes sees the pink gun that Autumn has been toting around. And Mercedes like, do this thing even work? It's cute, but do it work? She was like, yeah, we need this, you know. We need this since we're going to be carrying all this money around. We need some protection. He changes and it's Mississippi sitting in front of some store with her baby, taking photos, well, selfies. And she's waiting on Lil Murda to come meet her. Lil Murda shows up all defensive, you know, scared that she's going to say something about him and Clifford. But then Mississippi plays stupid like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what you talking about? I came here for something totally different. You talking about something else. Then she says, well, how? She goes and tells Lil Murda how serious are you about this music thing, because it's a video of me dancing. It's a video of me dancing on World Star Hip Hop. And guess who song is playing? Your song. He was like, what? He couldn't hold it together, y'all. He was like, oh my goodness, I'm coming up. She was like, yeah, we coming up. Then Lemur's like, well, let me see the video so I can pass it down to my manager. And she was like, yo, manager, what can he do for us? He barely doing anything for you. He was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Then Mississippi makes a deal with Lil Murda to be his boo. You know, around town, so they can come up together. She goes and tells him girls want to dudes who's with you know, the baddest chick in the Delta, and dudes want to be him when he's with the baddest chick. So it's a good idea for them two to act like they're together. Then he's like, I need to use that in my one of my songs. I like that. And she's like, no, don't credit me, credit Clifford. Then Lil Murda goes to say, what's with all those bruises on your arm and on your face? Like, she was like, black girls don't bruise up. He was like, yes, they do. Like, you sure you want to do this, you know, relationship and have it broadcasted all the way around town? You sure you're not going to get, you know, hurt? And she was like, don't worry about that. I got this. Then Mississippi and Lil Murda start taking selfies. They'll post it online on Instagram to make it seem like it's legit, you know. They selfie game. Ooh. Dropping food. Oh my God, look at that butter. I'm sorry, but I like plain butter too. Some people don't like plain butter. I do. Well, garlic butter. Wow. Woo! So then the scene changes and we're at Clifford's house and he's laying in the bed and Lamerta ends up texting him. He was like, you know what? I met up with Mississippi today and she cool with it. You know, don't worry about it. She's not going to tell nobody about our relationship or whatever we got going on. But then he proceeds to ask Clifford, he's like, so when you gonna let me take you out on a date? Clifford. This scene was so funny because Clifford was in a fetal position in the bed with his little tube top socks on. I love those socks. I haven't seen those in a while. I used to get them from the beauty supply store and wear them with my Air Force Ones. And he's like, oh my God, ooh, you want to take me out on a date? He was feeling flattered. Then Clifford goes downstairs to talk to his grandmother, who is blind. To be exact, she's blind. She's a blind lady. Famous actress. I love her so much. She's always playing somebody's mother or grandmother. I forgot her name. I'm sorry, y'all. While Clifford's grandmother is dancing around the room, smoking her tree, Clifford's like, you know the pink is going in an auction, right? She like, what you mean? He was like, you know all them loans you took out? It didn't work. It made stuff worse. She was like, what? And as Clifford is talking to his grandmother about the pink going into auction, Lamerta is texting Clifford like, you know what's up? Like, when are we going on a date? And his grandmother is like, who is that? You know, who is that? Who's texting you? Maybe you should pay attention to that. Maybe you should invite them over here, you know, for some neck bones. Scene pops up with Big L. Ooh, I'm getting messy. Pops up with Big L, knocking on the hotel door to talk to, I don't know the guy's name. It's a drug dealer, like a drug dealer in the town. So then him and the guy, they go somewhere and talk, and Big L is like, hey, I'm looking for some work. I want you to stash some product at the Pink, da 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 da. And the guy was like, are you sure? You know Clifford's gonna let you do that? Like, is he okay with that? He was like, you know what? Clifford won't hurt him, but at the same time, he felt like because Clifford saved him, it's time for him to save Clifford, basically. So then the next scene pops up. Clifford is at a nail salon getting his nails done for his date, honey. So then walks on in is Elise. She used to work for the Pink back in the day, but now she's working for the mayor. So Clifford's like, yeah, I know you had an appointment, so I knew I was gonna catch you, but I got a bone to pick with you because how I didn't know it was an auction being put on the Pink and you work at the mayor's office. Tell me what's going on with that. So then she's like, I ain't know nothing about that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know nothing about that. Then Clifford's like, well, I want you to be my little spy. I want you to tell me everything that's going on at the mayor's office, all their moves, everything. Report it to me. then the scene pops up with Autumn and Mercedes. They're eating at a restaurant. I guess a little diner in town. You know how them small towns have those diners. And Autumn gives Mercedes some of her money to get her car out the impound and to make all the finishing rounds to the other places, to all the other check cashing places. So then walks in Andre. Autumn's face looking all, oh my God. Then Andre doesn't say anything to Autumn. They just look at each other. But Andre plays for the lunch. I'm sorry, it's hot. He pays for their lunch and he leaves. Then Mercedes goes and asks Autumn about Andre. She was like, oh, that ain't nothing. We don't talk no more. It was just a whatever situation going on. That's it. I haven't talked to him in like 2 weeks. So then the scene pops up at the then the scene changes and Andre is with the Cow brothers on their farm. So Andre's trying to get them to sign for the casino that night. So then Andre's like, okay, enough with the bull crap. Come on, let's sign. So they all get together and the brothers are like, okay, so we want Corbin to sign first. So Corbin's like, okay, I'll sign first. So he sits down with the pen. Then he's like, hold up. Because I'm not sure if I want to sign, because I want to keep this as a legacy for my kids and all that. I don't think I want to, you know, sign. So one of the brothers gets so mad. He's like, what you mean? We knew you was going to do this. Like, what you mean you want a legacy? And we're just like, what you mean? You're the reason. This is the reason why we have all this, because it's been passed down from generation to generation. So then one of the brothers pulls one of the guns out and he points it at Andre. And he was like, he was gonna shoot him, but it was no bullets in the gun, y'all. But Corbin was scared, so he ended up signing the contract anyway. But instead of them selling their land, they want to lease it. So now it's a whole nother deal. Okay, so now we're back at Clifford's house, and he has his date there. So Lamerta is enjoying himself with his. He is having a ball, like talking to Clifford's grandma. He was like, you know, listening to her and stuff. You know how older people want to talk and have conversations about the old days. Then she goes and tells them about how the pit used to be back in the day, how it used to be packed and it used to be a juke joint, and how she used to sing and all that stuff. And then she goes and tells Clifford, if you got something good, you better hold on to it. You better hold on to it. So while she's talking, Lil Murda gets a text from DJ Never Scared and was like, okay, so where you at? We in the studio. Like, where you at? So then Lil Murda ignores the text. Oh, man. Woo! He ignores the text to be with Clifford, his boo. That's so sweet. So then the club scene pops back up. All the girls are in the dressing room. They looking at Mississippi Instagram post with her and Lil Murda like being all booed up. They like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like, you trying to die? Like, that man is gonna kill you. Like, you tripping. She's like, oh, don't worry, I got this. And Mississippi glances over at Autumn and she was like, do Mercedes know you in her locker? She was like, yeah, but do Mercedes know? No, she's like, yes, I know the conversation to her locker. And didn't you take her place? So why are you tripping? You took her place. Like, why are you tripping? Why are you sweating me? And then Autumn goes and tells Mississippi the combination to the locker because there's a gun in there. And she's trying to help her in her situation. Mississippi hits the stage. Hey, doing her thing. And the people, they throwing money at her, but all she can see is likes, emojis, just from the stuff from the internet. That was kind of weird. Like, all you care about is likes and stuff. Like, girl. Then Mississippi gets off stage and she sees Clifford. She was like, oh, I'm blowing up. Did you see me out there? Woo! She's like, they came all the way from here, there, whatever to come see me. And he was like, girl, you ain't nobody. You know, humble yourself. And she was like, you know what? I feel like we need a headliner. He was like, hold on now. She was like, hear me out because Mercedes is gone and we have nothing for Sunday. So she wants to make that night murder night. So Sunday's going to be murder night when he's rapping and her dancing. He was like, you better jump on this wagon while it's hot because his song is hot on World Star. And they can get the place packed before they shut down. Ooh. Oh my gosh. She's also, Mississippi is also letting Clifford know about, and Clifford's like, you better not be trying to run me, heifer. So next scene, we're back at Mercedes' house and she's getting more IDs from her. She's getting more IDs from Maine, the guy who lives next door to her, who's helping her and Autumn with the fake IDs to do the wire transfers. So Maine and Mercedes, they proceed to flirt until he leaves. Then Autumn goes and gives Mercedes the rest of her money for all the transfers she's been doing. So then I was like, girl, I gotta use your bathroom. She was like, it's right down the hall. Autumn ended up going into Terica's room. She was like, ain't no kids staying here. Like, whose room is this? Then Mercedes like, this ain't the bathroom. Like, this is not the bathroom. Like, what are you doing in here? She was like, oh, this is my daughter's room and all that stuff. So they had their little heart to heart. Mercedes told Autumn a little bit about, you know, her situation. Autumn told her to keep trying to get her daughter back. Keep trying to get your daughter back. Don't stop fighting because I don't know if my daughter's still alive. Then Andre pops up on the scene. He's basically talking to the casino, the company, the guy who's helping them with the deal with the casino. He's like, Ooh, it's so good. I just want to eat, y'all. I really don't want to do no talking. So then Andre's like, okay, so we got a good deal on the pink. We getting that for $200K. Now, the Kyle brothers want to lease their land instead of selling it. And the guy was like, whatever you need to do. We just need to get this deal done. So Andre's like, yes, yes, yes. I got what I want. I got what I want. Yes. Ooh, that was a burp. I'm like, yeah, I got what I want. I got what I want. So then it's a scene where Lil Murda is in the studio with his homeboys and Mississippi is there. So Mississippi is on Instagram shouting out. Oh, sorry, y'all. So Mississippi is on Instagram shouting out, you know, the club and all that stuff. And a new night, which is Sunday, which is murder night. So her and Lil Murda on Instagram, you know, acting all booed up. Like, yeah, come to the pink on Sunday. Come to the pink on Sunday. It's going to be litty. So then his homeboys is looking like, what in the world? Lil Murda's manager is thanking Mississippi for all her help, you know, with promoting and all that stuff. And Lil Murda like, no, you ain't got to thank her because really, it's getting real messy. He was like, because really, she doing your job, bro. So where were you? So everybody's looking like, like, where were you? But y'all know Lil Murda was out with Clifford that night, so he can't really say, oh, I was on a date. So Mississippi was like, nah, he was with me. Like, what's the problem? He was with me. So then she kisses him. I was like, whoa, that was a lot. She goes and kisses him. It's like, yeah, he was with me. Stop, you know, stop questioning him. Like, what's the problem? Then it's a scene, Andre back in his hotel room. He's talking to his wife. Yeah, girl. He got a wife. He got a wife back in Atlanta. She's a doctor. And he's like, yeah, I saved my company $1 million today. Da, 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 da. He's like, okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. And she was like, I miss you. I miss hugging you. I miss holding you. Ooh, this is a good piece. I miss hugging you. I miss holding you. Like, what's up? Like, what's going on? I'm mad it broke up in the butter, though. It's all good. Then Andre goes and tells his wife that Big Daddy is going to be mad at him about the new deal he got with the Kyle brothers because he didn't put him in on it. And his wife is looking all concerned, like, are you sure you want to bite the hand that feeds you? Like, you tripping. Like, you can't be keeping nothing away from that man. Like, what are you doing? So then Andre gets mad and hang up the phone. So then the pink pops back up and the girls are dancing on the stage and Clifford is at the DJ booth just staring out, like, really, really upset and emotional because he's looking at all his investment go down the drain. He's gonna miss the place. So he's I think he was crying on that scene, if I'm not mistaken. So then Clifford goes back to the dressing room to get the girls to come out there to make the money. And guess who's there? Elise. She came to come see the girls and, you know, talk about, you know, all the good times when she was working there and all that stuff. And Cliff's like, hold on, what you doing here? And she's like, I need to talk to you. She's like, I need to talk to you. So then they go and talk on the balcony. And he's like, okay. fix up some drinks, chillax. Then Elise tells Clifford about how the town is trying to change the city around and have all these new people coming in, and the casino, the outlet, different stuff. And it's this new plantation subdivision called Macy's Plantation. That's the new subdivision. And then Elise goes and says she doesn't want anything to do with that, and it's a way that they can stop all of that, because they really can't do whatever they want to do. They basically have to get the approval from the town. So Elise was telling Clifford, she was like, we can vote against that. You can get people to vote. And he was like, people don't vote out here. And she was like, they will vote if their Saturday nights of titties and booties shaking and all taken away. They gonna vote. I don't blame them. They gonna be voting. They gonna be out there voting. They gonna be out there voting till tomorrow to save the pink. And Clifford shows up at the jail, y'all. He ends up getting Mercedes' mom out of jail. She was in there for 9 days. Like, nobody was coming to get her. Like, how nobody coming to get you? You done been locked up for 9 days. So Clifford's like, yeah, I'm getting you out, but it's a but. He was like, I ain't putting no money down on you, but I did put my club down. But since my club is going into auction anyway, it's a win-win-lose situation, so I really don't care. Then Clifford goes and says to Mercedes' mom, how bad do you want this church, and how much are you willing to pay for it? Where Autumn shows up, she's in the mounds, and she's looking over at the city. And she ends up calling Andre. She's like, Andre, what's up? Da-da-da-da-da. I'm leaving, so you don't have to worry about me anymore. She's basically telling him she's leaving town. So they say they're filing goodbyes on the phone. And then it jumps to the scene where Man is coming out of the store. And he's getting his house arrest bracelet from some other guy. And then as he's coming back towards the store, he sees a missing poster with Autumn's picture on it. All right, y'all, that was it for my commentary / review. Thanks for coming back to see me. I love you guys so much. Well, anyway, comment, like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye, y'all. Peace.